Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are studying chapter number 20 of the second year biology. Today topic is chemical nature of the DNA. A German chemist, Friedrich Mister, discovered DNA in 1869, only 4 years after Mendel's work was published. Mister extracted a white substance from a nuclei of human cells and a fish sperm. He called this substance as a nuclein because it is seemed to be high specifically associated with the nucleus. Since nuclein was acidic, it came to know as a nucleic acid. For 50 years, biologists did little research on the substance because nothing was known of its function in the cell. In 1920, the basic structure of the nucleic acid was determined by the biochemist P. A. Levine, who found that DNA contained 3 main components: phosphate PO4 group, 5 carbon sugar, and nitrogen containing bases called as purines, adenine and guanines, and pyrimidines, thiamine and cytosine. RNA contains uracil instead of thiamine. Levine concluded that DNA and RNA molecules are made up of repeating units called as nucleotide. In a nucleotide, nitrogen base is attached to the carbon number 1 of the pentose sugar, and phosphate group is attached to the carbon number 5 of the sugar. In addition, a free hydroxyl group is attached to the 3 carbon atom of the sugar. Thus, the 5 phosphate and 3 hydroxyl group allow the DNA and RNA to form the long chain of the nucleotides. Because these two groups can react chemically with each other, the reaction between the phosphate group of one nucleotide and hydroxyl group of the other nucleotide is called as a dehydration synthesis, eliminating a water molecule and forming a covalent bond that links the two groups. The linkage is called as a phosphodiester bond because the phosphate group is now linked to the 2 sugar by the means of the pair of POC bonds. The 2 units polymer resulting from this reaction still has a 5 phosphate group at one end and 3 hydroxyl group at the other end, so that it can link to the other nucleotide. In this way, many thousands of the nucleotides can join together in a long chain. Linear strand of the DNA or RNA, no matter how long, will almost always have a 5 phosphate group at one end and a free 3 hydroxyl group at the other end. Erwin Chargaff later on showed that amount of the adenine in the DNA always equal to the amount of the thiamine and the amount of guanine always equal to the amount of cytosine. It also implies that there is always equal proportion of purine, adenine plus guanine, and pyrimidine, cytosine plus thiamine. Significance of regularity is pointed out by the Chargaff because become obvious. A British chemist, Rosalind Franklin, carried a X-ray diffraction analysis of the DNA molecule. He bombarded the DNA molecule with the X-rays. When individual X-rays get diffracted and the diffraction pattern is recorded on the photographic film. When carefully analyzed this pattern, they give the 3-dimensional structure of the molecule. Rosalind Franklin prepared his X-ray diffraction pattern of DNA in a laboratory of the British biochemist Maurice Wilkins, who prepared DNA fibers. The diffraction pattern suggests that DNA molecule had a shape of helix with a diameter of 2 nanometer and a complete helical turn every 3.4 nanometer. Thanks for watching.